Hello guys, how's it going? I know this is a few days too late, but I pretty much spent the entire week last week, 1, working my balls off, and 2, without any sort of speaking voice. I basically sounded like this the whole time, and I couldn't speak properly. And I wasn't going to do a whole video where I couldn't talk. I actually had a lot of topics on my mind, but because I'm an idiot, I didn't write any of them down, but if I remember them, then we'll have some more videos coming. The ones that I was talking about before, the series that I was talking about, are still definitely coming for sure. Not this week, but next week I have 2 actual days to myself, which is super rare, so I'm going to work on them on those days. But let's get to this subject here that I just want to bring up. So the Sonic 25th anniversary party was just the other day, and I watched the whole stream, and even Mike Pollock, who's Dr. Eggman's voice actor, made fun of this, but the stream was basically buzzy for half the time and having constant glitches. They were almost an hour late. Wasn't the best start, and I was definitely nervous. But after the stream was over, I was super happy. So what we got was, towards the beginning, is we got an announcement for a new game coming out that's appeasing classic fans called Sonic Mania. And what this game basically is it's a fan-made ROM hack turned into an official game. No, that's seriously what it is. The guy who pretty much made up the whole game, Christian Whitehead, started off in the Sonic hacking community and he's been doing this for ages. He basically worked on the port with Stealth. He's Taxman, so he worked on with Stealth and did the ports of Sonic CD and then Sonic 1 and 2. Oh, by the way, Sega, when are we going to get PC ports of those Sonic 1 and 2 versions? That would be really nice, because playing on a phone sucks. So he knows what he's doing. And it's nice to have a fan working on this. So that was the classic fan appeasement, and I'm saying appeasement because we gotta have both groups being happy, because the Sonic fan base is very split. But this game looked super awesome. There's all sorts of cool concepts in it. The neat thing about classic Sonic is that you can have all sorts of cool looking stage gimmicks while still making it fun, because there's not as much stage gimmicks can take away from in a 2D game as they would in a 3D game. So, you know, there's this one level where, you know, Sonic enters a truck and then gets beamed, like, on a satellite dish to another part of the level. And then he gets into, a casino machine, and it's just really cool. I recommend you guys check out the whole trailer and definitely look at that. This game looks really cool. We got the confirmations of releases on PS4, Xbox One, and PC, but no NX logo. And here's why that's interesting. Because they announced another game at the very end of the show called Sonic Project 2017. I'm going to get into some more detail about this in a minute, but at the end, we saw the confirmed systems to be PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo NX. So if this game's confirmed for the NX, I'm wondering why the other one isn't. That's very strange, especially considering a potato could run that game. I guess, like, anyone can really get it, even if they don't have a console, because that game will not be demanding on a PC in the slightest. So this game actually looks really cool. The premise of this game is that it's basically Sonic and classic Sonic in a post-apocalyptic world where they basically have to overthrow, and it looks like Eggman's mech, so I have a feeling that Eggman actually succeeded and ended up taking over the world or causing some sort of problem. Now, people are quick to call this Generations 2, but it's actually not, because right beforehand they pretty much confirmed that this game's not a sequel but a brand new game, like literally right before they rolled the trailer. So what I think it is we're getting Generations format, but with original levels. And that's actually pretty cool. The first thing I really thought of when I saw the Join the Resistance part of the trailer is that this reminds me a lot of Sonic Sat AM, that old Saturday morning cartoon, and Sonic Underground to an extent, but Sat AM really is what started this. So that leaves me wondering, are they going to make a Sonic game now with a fleshed out story, like they did last in Sonic Unleashed in 2008? It's very interesting, because I don't see how they can make a lighthearted, simple story out of a concept like this, where it's 2 Sonics basically joining a resistance to take over what, again, looks like Eggman's mechs. We don't know if it's Eggman yet, or if it's his, if his mechs got taken over or something by another force. We don't know. But that's very interesting. And by the way, even if it was inspired by Sonic Sat AM, people are like, oh, that's impossible, that would never happen. What's Sonic's favorite food in the games right now? Chili dogs. It's been being pretty much shown since 2008. It showed in Sonic Unleashed, Sonic and the Black Knight, Generations, all sorts of games, and now it's pretty much confirmed to be canon that he loves chili dogs. That started in The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, that little kids cartoon from the early 90s. So, things from Western culture can show up in there sometimes. Like, I keep saying Eggman as Robotnik's name, but believe it or not, the last name Robotnik was actually just something created for the West because they thought that Robotnik would be fitting into Sonic's Western theme more. Because in Japan, Sonic was more of a cutesy character and Eggman was kind of a comical villain, while in the West, Sonic was this cool character and Robotnik was this evil, roboticizer. hence his portrayal in Sad AM and Underground and stuff like that. But even though Robotnik was a Western-made name, Robotnik, the name, is actually completely canonical now. Even though the Japanese team was kind of upset that the name Robotnik was just chosen without them knowing, they ended up making Gerald and Maria Robotnik their official names, and then actually did say that Robotnik is Eggman's official name, but he just took on the name Eggman, pretty much. So things from the West can bleed into the Japanese games, and I think that's really cool. So I'm super excited for this game. It is looking good so far. I think Sega got the slap to the face that they really needed after 2 slouches, and they made it a point in the beginning of this trailer to show that it's made by the same people who put together Colors and Generations, which were both fantastic games. So what do you guys think? Let me know what you think. Leave some comments. I know I'm, again, a few days late for this, so you've probably already seen 1,000 videos about this already, but I'm excited. So, what do you think?